Hello, YouTube, and how are you doing on this Monday? It is time for us to go over the NFC North coming out of Week 6 in the NFL, and we have a tie at the top at 4-2 with two teams that should feel very different about their directions they're heading. Tied at the top, you have the Minnesota Vikings, who just earlier today got news that Teddy Bridgewater has been cleared by doctors to return to practice. So while Sam Bradford is figuring out whatever is wrong with his knee and Case Keenum continues to sort of play okay, he had a good day yesterday, Teddy Bridgewater is going to be on his way back. What that means for him as far as his future in Minnesota or elsewhere is concerned, we don't know yet. But it's good news for the Vikings. They have another solid quarterback coming back from injury. On the other hand, the Green Bay Packers, who are there with them, oh boy, you can't lose one of the top stars in the NFL, especially if it's your quarterback. Aaron Rodgers goes down with a broken collarbone and is going to likely be out the rest of the year. He's definitely going to be out the entire regular season. What happens next is whether or not he'll be even okay enough to come back for the playoffs. But right now, Green Bay is going to be putting the reins of their team into the hands of Brett Hundley, a third-year player out of UCLA, who, talk about trial by fire, goes right in after an Aaron Rodgers injury where the team is just dejected on the sidelines. They looked lost. They didn't look good at all. But he threw 3 interceptions. We'll see how he is coming off of a week of reps with the first team. They do have a bye week coming up fairly soon. I believe Green Bay gets Chicago this weekend, and then they get their bye. So they'll have plenty of time to get Hundley ready, or if they bring in someone from the outside, enough time to get them ready. Sitting in third in the division is the Detroit Lions, and that was a high-scoring game. They played the New Orleans Saints and gave up 52 points to the New Orleans Saints. It's been a long time since I've seen an NFL team put up 52 points like that, and it wasn't even all on the offense. The defense scored 3 touchdowns in this game. Matthew Stafford was 25 of 52 for 312 yards. He threw for 3 touchdowns, but 3 costly interceptions. Drew Brees, 21 to 31. A very un-Drew Brees-like game. Only 186 yards. He's used to throwing for well over, 400 yards. But 3 defensive touchdowns for the Saints end up being the key to victory there. I mean, they were up 42. I can't remember. It was 42-7 at one point. And the Lions just go on this massive streak to get within a touchdown. It's looking like they might actually make the comeback happen. And once again, they flub it away. So they sit there at 3-3, and in fourth place is the Chicago Bears, who gave Mitchell Trubisky his first win as a starter. Not a very pretty win, but no one's going to care as long as there's a W in the wins column. So that's sort of where they're at. Going to be building him up. They get the Packers this weekend, as I said. And a big bright spot for Chicago coming out of this is the run game. Jordan Howard had I think it was 163 yards on the ground. No touchdowns, but if you can move the ball in the NFL on the ground, good things will happen. That Green Bay situation is going to be very interesting. I picked Minnesota to win the division at the beginning of the year, but Green Bay certainly looked like they were the better team coming out of it, but we'll see how they play without their stud quarterback. Do you follow a team in the NFC North? Do you think? How do you think the Packers are going to be without Aaron Rodgers? Are they going to be okay? Are they going to be bad? Leave a comment below.